What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Axe Creation. In this week's video, we're going to check out how we can take some simple drop D chords and kind of evolve them up to some modern day contemporary style voicings. Alright? So not too long ago, we did this idea with standard tuning and we worked through single note, power chords, bar chords, and then some modern voices. Okay, and we're going to do essentially the same thing with a very similar riff. Alright, so let's check out the example and we'll come back and break it down. Alright, everybody, so as I said, we are in a drop D tuning, and down in the description below you can find the links for the tabs. So if you haven't checked out the standard tuning one, I'll put it right here, as well as down in the description. You can check that out after you watch this one so we can kind of contrast and compare the approach for the standard tuning and the drop D. Okay, so we are going to be in, like I said, a very similar riff to the last video, 7-5-3-0, and put some dead notes in it for some fun. It sounds good. Alright, so like I said, there's some dead notes in there. And then occasionally you'll hear me put those in there. Some quick 16th notes. Okay? So the first step is we're going to turn these into very basic power chords, and in a drop D tuning, your power chord shape goes from this to this, right? Single finger, very easy to play, 7-7, 5-5, 3-3, open, open. And I put some variations in there, maybe something that's more stylistically appropriate for drop D, or maybe things that you'll see in a drop D tuning, just kind of some passing chords rather than that straight line. So let's check that out real fast. Okay, really fun. So instead of just going straight down, right, we kind of do hammer up to that note. And again, just more melodic movement with the chords, okay? And then for the open, all I did was kind of create this octave fill, right? Kind of takes place of the open chord. Okay? But sometimes it's a little more interesting than just chugging on an open string. Okay? Cool. So the next step is we're going to turn these into major, minor, and maybe some sus sounding chords. And in drop D, that's actually really easy to do, and they're fun and creative voicing. So we can take that power chord, and if we play 3-note strings, it's 7-7-7, root 5th octave. This is my octave, which means if a whole step up from that is my second. Extremely common voicing in drop D tuning. Extremely common in progressive rock, and anyway, it's just more that same voicing as this chord, just in a drop D tuning. It makes it a little easier to play. So if that's our second, a half step up from that, it's going to give us our minor chord, and then a half step up from that, it's going to give us our major chord. All right, and we're still only playing those 3 strings, and you can move those melody notes around like we're doing here. you could do, ideas for days on that kind of stuff, and I was just following the chord progression. So the first one is sus and minor. The fifth fret is sus and major. And then we're gonna repeat that on the third fret. And I'm just trying to switch direction of the melodic note or the melody note just for variation, okay? And then again, when we land that open string, rather than just playing power chord, I'm gonna play an extended power chord and leading into the, okay? Excellent. So now, modern voicings. What are we gonna do here? Let's check this out. Right? A little more of a melodic style riff. And how I got there, I'm still taking that first chord. Now, previously we added the second and the minor third. I'm still grabbing that note, but now I'm gonna grab the minor third and play them simultaneously. So this nice cross string dissonant underneath. Really nice chord, really nice. And then I'm gonna move down and I'm just gonna play an octave. Reach way back here, 2nd fret G string. And again, still taking advantage or revoicing this chord. And then putting the open high string above it. Now this is a G chord, so it's G octave. Just notice A makes it a sus or an add 2. Then you have this E, which could be a 6. And it's still a very open sounding, really nice chord. And then when we get to the F chord, which is the 3rd fret, hitting the power chord, essentially that's the idea I'm playing, right? It's 3 on the D, 3 on the G, open B, right? And with the F, a really nice, lush, kind of like sharp 11 or Lydian style chord. And then for the D chord, again, staying more melodic, I'm actually going to grab the 2nd again. And then I'm going to jump up, skip a string, and grab this 5, which is C, which is my 7th, in relation to D. And I make a little melody. Very simplistic C, D, C, D, A melody, right? Really fun, contemporary, modern style voicings. Taking advantage of the open strings, taking advantage of the 9ths or 2nds, right? Creating some sharp 11 chords, all in there, all while maintaining that original idea. All right, there you guys go. Expanding your drop D chords from simple power chords to major and minor chords, all the way up to some nice modern, contemporary chord voicings. Like I said, down in the description below, you can find the links to the tabs. And as always, let me know what you come up with. Until then, I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.